Hello. Why are we bringing spaceports on vacation? I finally see Nimby here now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good afternoon, night, good time zone. What is a spaceport? I assume it's like an airport for space. So, an area where you launch your rockets. Am I correct to assume it is? A port where you launch your space stuff. It's where I go when I have to go to space. There we go. A spaceport is a site for launching and landing servicing spacecrafts. You can't physically bring a spacecraft on vacation. Where are you gonna put it? In your pocket? Hello. Hello, welcome into an ARK radio to the ARK stream. Is that a rocket in your pocket? Maybe. Launches it at you. What do the Harry Potter heads say? Like what is that one like killing spell? The arcaning commence. You're experiencing the arcaning right now. Spaceport required for my friends to come there. Cat, like you're. What do you mean by that? Like, in order to bring your friends along with you on a journey to wherever you are going for vacation, you require a spaceport. You have to bring the entire spaceport with you. Is it like a floating landmass? A landmass on wheels? A hovering piece of land. I think you would be a good astronaut. I would be puking my guts out. That's how it usually is when I'm floating and drifting off in space. I technically am an astronaut, but I do puke my guts out whenever I travel through space. You could save the world. I don't know if that's what astronauts do. I don't know if, like, I might be working. I'd see myself working as a researcher in a lab. But the whole actual physical labor part of the astronaut job is just not for me. No, astronaut works too hard. Avada Kedavra! Rocket in my pocket, straight to your face. It's basically what it is. Like, you know how some kids are going around shooting fireworks at each other? Essentially that. Don't do that, by the way. It's dangerous. They also wear helmets. I've seen a case where the fireworks shot right into the helmet. You were that kid? You guys already did it? You guys scared me. You guys had a lot of protective gear, right? Ark, would you rather be in the world of Harry Potter or Pokemon? I don't know, they both sound terrible. I think the Pokemon games and Pokemon shows, they romanticize the world a little bit. Because at the end of the day, I do think that if Pokemon are a thing in this universe, it would be a lot more dark. I think the Pokemon universe is very dark. But you just don't see it in the games and the shows. There's some subtext that does describe how dark it can be. There's a lot of flavor text if you go through some of the Pokemon descriptions of how evil the universe can be. Yeah, Drifloons, spiriting kids, kidnapping children. I don't know if I like the Pokemon universe. Pokemon, yeah, but there's a lot of child abuse going on. You eat Pokemon. Pokemon are food. And I think with the amount of sentience a Pokemon has, I don't think I'm very keen on eating Pokemon. Low-key dark, but they kind of moved from it since Black and White. Yeah, I heard that Black and White was one of the better games. I haven't played it though, because I was away. I was locked up in some other country where everything was region locked. Did you get circumstances that made people like N? Yeah, so like Pokemon, that's a definite no. Harry Potter? Sure. I think there's very very thick defined rules in the Harry Potter world, where I could just live as myself, even while not having wizard powers. As a muggle, I can still go on about my life and pretend that it's perfectly fine and normal. Versus in Pokemon, you're stuck with the Pokemon. There's no separation of the Pokemon universe and your own world. In Harry Potter, you can absolutely just go, I'll just pretend that wizards don't exist, and everything will be fine. Yeah, it's just living in the outside world, in our world, exactly. So it would 100% be Harry Potter. I'm a mudblood. You'd want to deal with the Death I wouldn't be dealing with the Death Eaters. I'm not a wizard. That's for Harry and Hermione and Ron and who else? Everyone who has wizard powers. That's for them to deal with, not my responsibility. I don't care. They're not gonna kill me as long as the wizards are doing what they're meant to be doing. You're a wizard, Harry. You're a Harry wizard. Yeah, so yeah, Harry Potter definitely would be my choice, like 100%, no doubt. Death Eaters target normal people. Well, then I'm just gonna befriend Harry Potter. Harry, would you like to be best friends with me and be my bodyguard? I'll just pay him with food or something. And every time there's a what is it called, the Death Eater, I have a little red emergency button. I press the button, I just summon him. Get an owl, you're gonna be pleased about it. You're gonna get an owl, you're gonna be pleased about it. So I think it's gonna be fine. I'm just a side character anyway. No, I'd win. I wouldn't be winning. It would be Harry who is winning for me. I'm just a side character. Anytime you guys are like, oh, can you like imagine yourself in a universe, in a fictional universe? I don't actually imagine myself as a main character. I don't imagine myself as a member of the cast. I just imagine myself as a background character somewhere far off from whatever the main character is doing. Listen here, Hagrid, you fat oaf. I don't want to be a wizard. Okay, you know what? We gotta play some Stardew Valley before I get into the world of Harry Potter. World of Harry Potter. You had to finish up a project. Hello, welcome in. You watched the hell of that skit? Is that a skit? I have no idea. Let's see here. Hello, John VTuber Watcher. How did I get up to 207 mods? That's crazy. Here we are. Oh, excuse me. I am feeling the gas and I can't excrete it. You know what I mean? Like we've talked about this. Like there's just gas. There's gas going up and down my body in my tubes. In my creature-like tube that we call a body, and I'm not having it right now. Ugh. Hold on, I'm gonna take some pills before my allergies actually destroy me. That is the water. No, not the water. What water? Oh my god, is that Scotchy? Hello. Hello, Asians. Would you want to live in the world of cyberpunk? I think we're already getting there. That doesn't answer the question. Would you want to live in the world of cyberpunk? Would you guys? See, are you guys on the same boat as me when I say I would prefer Harry Potter than Pokemon? Living in the universe of? In cyberpunk, I think we already live in the world of cyberpunk, but like less extreme. I think we're going towards the cyberpunk route. So I can't really see much of a difference. Ah, full of stars in the Mountain Dew. Ah, fat stardust. Ah, I didn't drink enough dark energy. It's all collapsing. It's a singularity. Ah, without the mysterious force of the dark energy, the universe expansion inside my belly has halted. It's all collapsing down to the gravity. Ah. Why are you farting? Why did you decide to come here and fart? Unemployed Floyd. I have so many questions. You prefer the psychopath route than cyberpunk? When I think about psychopaths, it definitely feels like it's more fictional, more sci-fi. Because I don't think we would ever get to a point in time where the civilist system would be... Actually, no, I think we're already there. You know what? I lied. I do think our world and Cyberpunk are very... and Psychopaths are very similar. I think our world is already like the Psychopaths universe, just that it's all hidden. I think it's all hid. It's like we can make very fine comparisons between the way that our world is being run and the way that the Psychopath's world is run. Oh, I have both music playing. Thank you. There we go. Ark goaded, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, might as well go all in. I think they're both very similar. I can't really choose between Cyberpunk and Psychopaths. I do think that Psychopaths has a bit more order, so I might go with that. I do like order over chaos. I will sacrifice a little bit of freedom for more order. Greetings, it is I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you my new mouth-watering recipe for my secret cookbook. This week's dish is a fruit salad. Do we need to learn how to make a fruit salad? Is that something people learn to do? Don't you just mix and mash a bunch of fruits together? And some people like to put mayo in there. I'd rather just have the fruit. The fruits as they are. Here is some cat food for the cat. I hope you enjoy it. They got thought crimes and Psychopaths. I'm not kind of scary to think about. What about all of your intrusive thoughts? What if you're just thinking about something but you never act on it, and then one day the police shows up and you're like, oh shit, you read my mind. I need to make a chest. Am I allowed to put yogurt in my fruit salad? Oh, I love doing that. There's no allowed or not allowed. You can eat and do whatever you want with your fruit salad. Like, if you want, you can put like chicken in there too. Even though for me it's weird, but you're still allowed to do it. Nobody's gonna stop you, don't worry. You'll be okay, Ruma. You'll be fine. We live in 1984, or the trial. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. Hello, Dark King. Hard enough make this shit like Black Mirror? We're so close to like living in a Black Mirror universe. I think we're already there, in fact. There's like a huge visceral discomfort with the way that our technology is evolving, but I'm glad for it because I think we should be doing that. People complain because they care about things. "1984, the dystopian book." I am so not well read. Explain to me what 1984. You know what? You don't have to if it's too long. I was about to go, give me a whole ass synopsis, give me the entire wiki page, read it out to me, type it in chat. No, never mind. Don't have to. I'm just going to assume that it is dystopian. Guys, we have a little rabbit. You. Oh, it's ruins. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's really bad right now. Here is Sonic. Here is my duck quacks a lot. Oh, they're all already pet, right? I have an auto petter. Ah. Would you guys mind the government always watching? I don't think I'd mind as long as I'm not doing anything terrible. As long as the government is trustworthy. Here we go. I think as long as the order, the authorities are trustworthy, then I wouldn't mind. Yeah, they already are. You're right, they already are. Yep, morning. Hello, Azu. Sorry, this lightning is very epilepsy inducing. I know the word now. I'm able to say I knew the word already, but I'm able to say it now. I had to say it over and over again in my head a few times. So if you guys want to just tab out, feel free. It's not great since invasion of privacy. I don't really care for privacy. That's just me though. That's my own personal opinion. In fact, I think it's funnier if they see my whole porn history. Want to see what kind of kinks I have? Shows you my entire porn folder. Let's see. Duck feather. Okay, send link. I actually don't have one. But I think it'd be funny if I did have one. I feel like if your phone exploded, that would be a very untrustworthy authority that you're living under. See, a normal, trustworthy order, like a group of people who were in charge of a place, a community, shouldn't be abusing their powers like that. So when I say trustworthy, I just mean they probably won't even care if I have strange ass kinks in my porn folder, because they're like, yeah, this isn't gonna cause harm to anybody. Why would we care? My college used to have a community porn folder. When I was younger, I had a Dojin folder that I would send to my friends and my cousins. Oh yes, my BL Dojin folder. How I missed it. Have a good Tomboy Tuesday. You too, Salithan. Past the folder. That was decades ago, man. That was so long ago. Have a good lurk, Mizutani. It wasn't 1 terabyte. It wasn't that big. It really wasn't that big. Back in the day, it was so difficult to even get 1 terabyte of storage. It was probably just a few hundred megabytes, to be honest. Closed on Wednesday. The cousins is super bold and brave. Yeah, I didn't give a shit. That's my me. I really don't give a shit. I will tell people everything. I think it's normal. Is it not normal? It's so normal. Everybody has a not safe for work folder somewhere. Deep in their computer archives. Like, you guys already know mine. I already tell you guys that I do have one since I draw not safe for work. It's normal, exactly. You don't need to have a folder like that, but just know that it is normal. It is so normal, guys. If it's not, we normalize it, okay? We normalize it then. How many days are left of fall? Sharing cultured stuff feels like underground black. It wasn't underground for me. I was very public. I was just like, you want my porn folder? Here it is. And I just gave it to people in a USB drive. I'm like, you want it? Here it is. Like, it's normal, guys. Okay, anyways, I have to do some math here. We have up until the 28th. What is quick maths, guys? What's 28 minus 17? I'm just testing you guys right now. What's 28 minus 11? Nobody said that. Oh, what? Why? How am I first to say it? I hate math. Plant these in the fall. That's 12 days. Sunflower seeds take 8 days. Wheat seeds take 4 days. Karen, hello, welcome in. Have a good lurk. Slander, go by pure instinct and memorize all the numbers. You memorize the numbers. Alright, what's 1250 times 95. Egg of Towel, hello, good morning. Send some codes. I don't have, oh, you mean those codes? I don't actually have them memorized. Everybody has a few memorized, I think. But I don't have them memorized. I feel like some people have a few that they just, especially some of the more popular ones. Congrats on winning the Grange display competition. Thank you. What is this? A special gift. Oh. Only the one because it's spam isn't. See, even you know it best. It is spammed as a meme. I can't even see my wife. I have to wait. Please let me in. You know what? It's fine, whatever. What codes? Don't worry about it, John VTuber. Watcher. The codes to my secret vault of dojins. I have an idea for a new style bed, but I'll need 80 hardwood to make it happen. Oh, easy. Okay. I love the acceptance. The code, yeah, the code to the one chest in Darkwood. The one that I told you guys to memorize for me because I have terrible memory. According to legend, angry thunder spirits would throw these stones at one another. Wouldn't that hurt? Why would you do that? Jeffrey! Hi! Welcome into a Stardew Valley stream. I hope you enjoy your stay. We're just chilling here. Talk about throwing thunderstones at people. Which is better in your opinion, colored or black and white? Or... are we still talking about dojins? I prefer colored. Why would you choose black and white over colored? Colored is like the evolution, the upgrade of black and white. Is it not? Because first you have to draw everything in black and white before you color it. So 100% would be colored. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter as long as the art is good. Who wins in a fight, the Corekeeper from Corekeeper or John Jane Stardew Valley? Okay, if we were to compare these two, if we were to compare Jane Joe of Stardew Valley, or more like Ark of Stardew Valley, versus the Ark of Core Keeper, I am not just comparing the character, I'm comparing the game mechanics and the melee mechanics, the melee combat. And clearly Core Keeper wins. Because there is one major flaw in Stardew Valley combat, and it is the... Where are my seeds? Hold on. There they are. It's the fact that you can't move when you're attacking. So you're kind of just... You are just... You're static. When you try to hit something with your sword, your body stops moving. Versus in Core Keeper, you can move. And that's not it, right? You have a whole ass skill tree. You have a skill tree too. Are you getting the static? The scratchy static when I talk? Hold on. Good morning, Miki. Let me... Let me figure out why that's the case. I don't... Oh. 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 How low do I... I don't know. I do know that because I switched my mics a few days ago with the ASMR mic, that things broke. I hope. Ah! I'm gonna start yelling into the mic. No, I don't know how I could fix that. I have no idea why it's happening. All I did was change my mic. But no, you're right, because I hear it too. And I was hoping that you guys wouldn't hear it. But if you guys can hear it, then that's not good. Like this. Testing. 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 I think this is the best I can do for now. Why is it doing that? Am I too close to the mic? Maybe that's it. Who's in and out? Are we using 3DO now? No, we aren't. Ugh. Noise gate right now is already at the lowest, and noise suppression is on. What happens if I... Oh, wait. What happens if I add this at the very end, just like that? I think this might... Oh, this might be better. How is this, guys? It fixed it. Oh, heck yeah. Okay, I see what went wrong. It's the order of operations. And because what is it? I was playing around with the compressor just last night, I think it changed. I changed the order of operations, and then the noise suppression came first before everything else. But it should go in last. Thanks for letting me know, Nikki. I hate it when I have audio problems, especially when I find out last minute. When I find out at the very end of my stream, like yesterday, I think my mic was too low. That's why I was playing around with audio this morning. I was trying to fix it, but I didn't fix it. I tried to. What am I doing, guys? Oh, I have a keg. It's only 12:20, which means that I still have time. Do you guys tell yourself that sometimes? Oh, it's only midnight. I can work for another hour. It's a really bad habit. Don't do that. You got a meeting in the morning? Should probably go sleep. Yes, please do. Good night. Okay. Hello, Nexobang. Hello, Nexo. What other games do you play? On Mondays, I play Core Keeper. On Tuesday, I play Stardew Valley. On Wednesday, I do just chatting. On Thursday, I play any gacha game. I play a lot of gacha games, but I usually just choose one for the week. On Friday, I do karaoke chatting streams. It's whatever. I can play more gacha. On Saturday, I play Darkwood. And on Sunday, it's an ASMR, just chatting. I mostly play comfy pixel games. I can't play anything that's first person. No first person camera, I will puke. I don't like puking. I don't like the feeling of nausea. It's no fun. A sonar bobber. I like story-based games, anything that's 2D. Visual novels. Reading. No shooters. Though, like, when I did play Helldivers, it was pretty fun. But I think that's it. That's all of the shooting I'm ever going to do. Oh, I could use a scythe, right? I was like, wait, I used to be able to harvest all of this really quickly. I love this mod. This is an enhanced sprinkler mod. For people who don't know, I just interact with the sprinkler with any tool, and it will just do everything for me. So for example, I go up to it with a water bucket, with a watering can, and it will water everything around. If I go up to it with a scythe, it's such a good time saver. Have you played Octopath Triangle Strategy or something similar? I have played Octopath Traveler. Octotrav. You know what? I'm gonna call it Octotrav from now on. It's Octotrav. I have played Octopath. Nice English, thank you. I have played it, but it was too long, and I wasn't entertaining enough as a streamer back then. I don't think I could keep the attention of a lot of people, and the game was dragging on for way too long, so I stopped it. Triangle Strategy, I want to play it. I haven't touched it yet, but I want to. 13 freaking Sentinels. I was so close to the end. But the problem was that a lot of people came into chat going, oh, I missed last stream. I missed the stream previously. Oh, I don't know what happened. earlier, so I might just not watch the stream. It was too long. It was very heavily story based. It was a very good game though. If I am able to stream for like 9 hours a day, I might go back to playing JRPGs. So these days I've just been playing things that don't have heavy storytelling, or they're just a little shorter. Something that I can probably finish in 10 days if it's heavy story based. Heavily story based. Hello, Potato. Welcome in. How are you doing? On a fine Tuesday. What are we talking about? What were we talking about? JRPGs. We're talking about just, I guess, stream games in general. You're still tired? I'm tired. I don't know. Can you guys tell I'm tired? I feel like my energy is reflected off my voice sometimes. Yeah, I'm really tired. Yesterday, all I did was work. Like, the moment I got off stream, I worked until like 2 a.m. And then, no, it was at around midnight where I go, maybe I should give myself a break for an hour. And then I kept thinking about work, and I'm like, I'll just do a little bit more. You can hear my morning voice? It's a bit of a rasp. Do you play Uma Musume? I did, and then I got too addicted to it. So I stopped. I stopped playing Uma Musume. This is what happened with me. My experience with Uma Musume. This is the Google Doc here, okay? In like text, in spoken form. I downloaded the game when it was first released. And then every day I would be like, all right, I have to do my dailies. I have to do my, just play one run. I'll play one race. That one race turns into 2 races. The 2 races turn into 3 races. Because every time I go, I could do better than this. I could do way better than this. It's what is it called? Like a very steady ramp up of progress. And I would start the game when I was in bed. The moment I wake up, I would take out my phone. I'd be like, just one race. Just one race. By the time I'm done with the game, I take a look at my clock that is sitting next to my bedside, and it would say 7 p.m. at night. It would be nighttime. I would spend an entire day playing that game. I can't do it. It was an actual addiction. So that happened for 2 days. So I stopped. I stopped. I uninstalled the game. I was like, I can't. I have a life. I need to make money and pay the bills somehow. So no more. No more Umas, no more horses. The game is so goated for real. It is, yeah. And I keep seeing like new characters pop up, and I'm like, man, I can't wait for them to come out so that I could pull for them in the gacha. But no, I won't do that to myself. I already played too many gacha games. Oops. What am I doing? Putting this down. There we go. Yeah, Uma boosts my pretty derby every single day. I wish I was as responsible as you. I mean, it's because I have bills to pay that I'm forced to be responsible. I hate responsibilities. I am a naturally lazy person. I don't like doing work. I don't like being responsible. I was at my old job, at my previous job, my office job. and my vice president, the VP of the company, kept trying to promote me into a product manager, and I was like, you can't do that to me. You're gonna send me straight into hell. I don't want no promotion. I don't care about the money. I'd rather take less money than responsibilities. That's the type of person I am, guys. I'm lazy as heck. I'd rather do the bare minimum. But also I have like I need to still be organized somewhat. I like aesthetics. That's it. I like aesthetics. And in order to keep good aesthetics around me, like, you know, having a tidy desk or making a room look pretty, I have to do a little bit of chores, and that's the most amount of responsibility that I will do. I like being hygienic only because it feels good. It's all because of a feeling. I base my life off my feelings. I need to feel good, and responsibilities don't make me feel good. You're not responsible for the entire. You know how long it took you guys, for some of you guys, to convince me to create a Discord server? It took like at least a week. It took like a week or so. I was so against it. I was like, I don't want to be in charge of people. I was like, and I made a rule there on this spot too. I was like, I remember when I promised you guys a Discord server, I said I will not be around very often, and I will not be taking care of it very often. That's why you have mods. That's true. That's true. But then I feel like I should be responsible for it. Like, it's all a feeling now. Everything I do, every action I take is because of a feeling. And I'm like, because it's a thing now, I have to do it. But it's okay. That's just how life is. Is Ark angry? No. No. Do I sound like I'm angry? I am tired though. Maybe that's what you're hearing. I'm very tired. You should praise me for not burning it. I had to put up so many bots. No, I thought about putting up like 5-10 different bots to help me manage the Discord. I ended up just buying these 6 to do it for me. Because of Potato, yeah, because of the amount of spam is in there. Yeah, I do have a spam prevention bot. I do have one. Potato gets warned very often by the Autobot. It's funny. But I don't know, I'm pretty proud of the Discord server now. Like, I didn't think that we would get that far with it. But now I'm happy to say that that the Discord server is like one of my babies. I am proud of it. And I don't think we would get there if it wasn't for everybody in this server as well. Because you guys it feels like you guys actively want to be there. Which makes me put a bit more effort into making it a good, comfortable, safe place for everyone. Is one of the bots still broken? I don't think so. Don't look in shit posts. I read everything. I just want to let you guys know I read everything. I just skim through stuff. Why shouldn't I look in shit posts? You have suggestions? I feel like I'm being pushy. You can just put it in there. I might not actually take those suggestions. They're just for... I think it's a good way for me to just be like, okay, let's see what people want. Is it reasonable? Is it easy to implement? If it's not, I usually just go, okay, we're not doing that. But it's like one of those, what is it? Like anonymous suggestion. It's not really anonymous, actually. Just a suggestion box that I might not. What is this inventory? Anyways, I'm just okay. It's 8 p.m. right now. I'm gonna do a little bit of inventory management. Yeah, there's no harm in putting it in. I will read it. Okay. Okay. Zark, if you look at shit posts, ignore everything. But the Polaroid? Now you're making me want to read it. When people tell me not to do something, the more I want to do something. Now you're making me really curious. It's like, oh yeah, don't look into the top secret folder that's sitting on your desk right now. But it's in, there's a huge big label sticker on it that says top secret. Aren't you curious? Aren't you curious as to what's inside the folder? If it's presented you like that? There's a big ass label that says top secret. You don't want to know what's inside of it. This is why you don't tell people that you got a secret. If there's something you don't want people to know about, you just don't say anything. Yeah, do not look. Well, now I gotta look. If I remember, I'll probably take a little peek. Raywins is trying to sleep. My bad. We have our rabbit's foot now. Do I need this anymore? Oh, I still do. Cool. Roll large egg. Do we have wool? RP Dexter's sister pressing the big red button. Yeah, exactly. I understand how she feels. It's like, what does this do? It's like it's taunting me this entire time. It's been taunting me. And you're telling me that I'm not allowed to take a peek? I'm not allowed to know what's in it? I did nothing with my inventory. This is great. I kind of just walked around. Where should I put the... what are these things called? The... bee houses? How do bee houses work in Stardew? I need to Google this. I know that I need to put it around flowers. Bee house, Stardew Valley. Okay, my allergies have gone down. That's good. No more coughing. A bee house is a type. Okay, let me just read this entire thing. This is going to become a reading stream, guys. A bee house is a type of artisan equipment used to make honey. Yes, we all know that already. To make honey, place a bee house on the farm during any season but winter and wait 4 nights. Bee houses can be placed indoors, but will not produce honey there, regardless of any flowers within range. If you place it anywhere in the farm, it will produce wild honey every 4 days. Fully grown, unharvested flowers within 5 tiles of a bee house will cause it to produce a flower honey, which sells more than the flowerless wild honey. So they're just saying I have to place it around sunflowers. Sure. Or flowers in general. But I do have a lot of sunflowers in this game. And what I realize about this is that The resolution that you guys are seeing is so tiny. It's tiny, tiny. What if I were to make it bigger? I'll make it bigger for you guys. I think this is slightly better, right? There we go. Karam Apollo, you cheated on Leah? Oh! Does she hate you now? Hello, Scorpio. I can't read that. Let me just translate it. Me and Captain had a thought of making a Polaroid gacha thing. We would be so stoked and collect the Polaroids. We joked how that would become actual merch. We'd go whale for it. I could absolutely do that. I was actually, because I have Chuckies on my own Kamiyoshi. Polaroid Chuckies. I have them. So, yeah, it is a merch idea. But I don't know if you guys would prefer illustrations or what. Like, what is the go-to? I need to do some market research. I'm doing some market research right now. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you like and we'll make it reality. I am the genie. You have 3 wishes. I'm gonna make them all come true. Wait, the genie doesn't sound like that. How does the genie sound like? The genie is more friendlier. Way more friendlier. Wait, where are my sunflowers? You know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna shove it here. It's stuck there now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You want thigh highs? You know, I actually thought about adding thigh highs to my 2.0, but I didn't think that people were into that, so I said nah. I said no, okay, whatever, I'm not gonna... No, it's too late. I already finished. I finished it. My model just needs to go through a little bit of rigging. You know what's better than thigh highs? Fishnets, because they're actually comfy. Okay, I'm gonna tell you all about... Oh shoot, it's 2 a.m. Oh, I'm gonna pass out. I'm gonna tell you guys all about the uncomfortable feeling of thigh highs, okay? Even though, yes, they do look nice, thigh highs will always constantly roll down to your knees, especially if you got, like, thighs like mine. Actually, you know what? Everybody's. It happens to everybody. No matter if your thighs are thick or thin, it will keep rolling down unless you got yourself some garter belts. And you know how annoying it is to keep pulling it up every so often? And the second thing is that maybe this is just a me problem, but my thighs, I do have thicker thighs, which means that it's more constricting. It's actually very constricting. You know where the band is? Like, yes, it looks good when you have, like, when it looks constricted, but it doesn't feel good. It feels like your blood circulation is getting cut off all the goddamn time. And I would know this because I wore thigh highs every single day in high school, at school with my school uniform. They do look good. I was called a slut for it so many times by teachers, but I go, whatever. I prefer, I like the look of it. I don't care. But now that I'm older, I feel like I care more about my comfort than back then. And so, instead of thigh highs, I'm going with fishnets instead because they're actually really comfortable. Fishnets are really, really comfortable because number one, they're not constricting. Number two, it's like a stimming item. Like, I don't know anybody Anybody here wear fishnets? Anybody know what I'm talking about? Like, I just like to put my fingers through the holes when I'm sitting down sometimes. Yeah, and then because all of the strings are elastic, and they're very loose elastics, I just like to play around with them. What's here? Hi, Luffy. I like putting my fingers in the holes. I'm sorry, that sounds really wrong. But you know what I mean, like with between the fishnet holes. I have to specify that they're fishnet holes. Fishnets make me think of meat, really? Or can you send me some resources to learn 2D tuber rigging whenever you're free? You know what? This is a very casual game right now. I should have the link available because I was looking at it just a few days ago. I needed to do a recap on cubism. (2D) rigging. Follow this entire series, okay, Mauser? This is old. This is an old way of rigging, okay? Add some augmentation to it and you're perfect. Here it is. For everybody on Twitch and YouTube, you get the link too. This playlist is really good. Just follow through from like, each video is only maximum 15 minutes long. And it's a step-by-step through the entire body. You got this. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. You should post it there. It's too late. You guys post it there. I sense a new viewer has joined us, a young lady from Stardew Valley. Welcome. The spirits are very happy today. They will do their best to shower everyone with good fortune. Well. And then if you just spend like 20 minutes every day to go through one video, how many videos are there in the playlist? There's like 12 videos. You would understand the basics of Live 2D in 12 days. You could rig a model in 12 days. A simple model in 12 days. That's how I was able to finish my model in 6 days. People are like, "Oh, Ark, you're so fast." No, just watch the videos. Just watch the videos. It's easy. You're gonna crash? You're gonna sleep? You're not allowed to. Who said you're allowed to sleep? Keep your eyes open. Can I not? You do not have wool yet? Ice doesn't have wool. Burn. Ah! Oh! I do have wool here. Okay. It looks like... You know what? That's fine. No, it's fine. I need a large egg and large milk. Which... I feel like... Never mind. I feel like I should have large milk by now, but it's all being processed. Someone brought a stretch and hydrate. Oh, it's on cooldown. Really? From 30 minutes ago. Are you sure? You should refresh. Thank you for the stretch and hydrate. Yeah, I have one piece of wool and some almost empty box of cheese and butter sticks. Is that a weird combination? They're all animal products. Hi, Clock. Welcome in. If I drink too much water, I have to pee. It's too late. I already feel it. My bladder says no. My bladder goes, nope, you gotta go. Ah. Sorry I had to do some chores when I got home. That's fine. I actually don't know what your schedule is like anymore, Clock. Chores are good. Cutting grass is good. Cut more grass. Chores are good. Don't you guys realize that chores give you a sense of... like, it gives you some meaning to your life. Sometimes you go, okay, I don't know what to do. I don't know what life is anymore. And then you do chores and you're like, wait, life has meaning again. I feel like I'm making some progress in my life. Because that's what happens with me. I go, I feel like I'm procrastinating. I feel like I'm unproductive. I feel so restless. Things are stacking up. Work is stacking up. I feel like I'm dying. And then I fold laundry and I go, oh wow, life is good again. It doesn't feel as bad anymore. And sometimes I use that as a way to procrastinate, which is not a good habit either. Because I go, okay, I have a deadline due, but I'd rather wash the dishes. I have work to do, but I'm going to procrastinate because I still feel good while cleaning my bed sheets. Maybe it's not the best thing. But it does make you feel good after doing chores. We go, I'm going to vacuum this room. It keeps your house semi-clean. Heck yeah. You are living with other people too, so you have to be like considerate of others and be like, okay, I have to keep at least my space tidy. Imagine sticking some cotton in butter. Yum. Cotton-filled butter. Help wanted. Green algae. Who wants it? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Living with people is a whole new experience. I don't like it. I prefer to live by myself. Hello, wife. Pierre's trying to play it cool, but he's seething about losing to you at the Stardew Valley Fair. Good. Now I'm gonna steal his wife too. Seethe harder, Pierre. Oh, Star Drop Chi. You remember how much I love this. Thank you. It means more than you know, dear. What is my heart level with her now? Oh, we're so close. I need to give her something else. Another flower, perhaps? It seemed like that one didn't really count as a gift. Living with people, you sound like an alien. What do you mean? People normally live with each other. Do you not, Gadite? This is a very normal thing. I want to let you know that living with other people is very normal. It's not an alien concept. Unless, like, you're used to living alone all the time. You live with people when you're a child, no? You live with your parents. Am I right or am I right? What do I need here? You know what? I might as well just buy this recipe. I'll need it eventually. I received some sage advice yesterday from some senior members of the fire department about living with a roommate. Wait, share with the class. What is it? What is the sage advice? So you're going to tell us you learned some sage advice and you're going to keep it a secret? Now everybody's curious. My dream house, living in a bungalow. Single floor house, no other rooms and a bathroom. That sounds like a jail cell. Bed is a sleeping bed, coffee table, folding table for other stuff. That sounds like a jail cell. What about decor and things? clock's a gatekeeper. That's fine. It's not like I want to hear it anyway. I'm gonna clean a house myself. I keep it simple, so cleaning is easy. That's true. You're right. Because for me, I live in a maximalism room where I just have so many things, and dusting is one of the most difficult things to do because you have to dust in, around, under every single object that you own. I'm surrounded by bookshelves. I have plushies sitting all over my desk. Half of them aren't even mine. I have books everywhere. I have cat food here. I have the cat stuff here, the cat tree, the cat litter box right behind me. I have like 5,000 pill bottles around me for some reason. All my stationery for drawing. Declutter? No. This is what I call aesthetic clutter. There's a look to it. I kind of like the way it looks right now. I like having all these. And the thing is, it's not... They all work with each other. In terms of, like, color scheme, visual appeal. It adds personality to my life. I bet it takes a few hours of cleaning. Not really, because I tend to dust, like, every 2 days. So... And I do tend to vacuum every 2 days as well. And I'm not a very, like, I don't really deep clean, but I tend to keep things clean. Normally. So I can imagine if you've left your desk undusted for maybe like 10 days, and then you decide to dust it on like the 10th day, you would have a thicker layer of dust everywhere. It would be hard. It would be much harder to clean. But if you clean a little bit every single day, then it's not gonna be that hard. Right? Probably have some box or table to display. Box or a table? Why not a shelf? Complaining about my roommate being the biggest slob I've ever met. Every time I come home, the floors and counters filled with crumbs. 2 days are not cleaning, so come home, the house is absolutely destroyed after 2 days. Oh, been there. Yeah, don't think of it as cleaning up after them, clean for yourself. I had to change that mentality too, because I lived with my sister, who was the exact same way. Like, I probably mentioned the story before, but, yeah, she was also a slob. I get it, though, because she was having, like, a lot of issues in her life at the time, and so, at first I got angry, and at first I yelled. Then after, I realized that no matter how much speaking I do, it's not going to change the way she lives. So I ended up putting the mess in her room. Every time there was a mess anywhere, I would clean it up. I would put it on a tray and shove it in her bedroom. But still, she wouldn't clean it in her bedroom, and it would start smelling, like her own bedroom would start smelling, or she would just move it like to the next room next to her. So I ended up just cleaning everything, and it was fine. So I'm just spending an extra minute cleaning this, and it's only just a minute out of my entire day of 24 hours. It doesn't take that much time. So I stopped complaining, and I just started cleaning. Danish has been on the receiving end of many rants. That's just how it is living with people. Hello, Stefan. Welcome in. That's how I pronounce your name. You never want girl, you live like this? I did. But then eventually felt kind of bad too. Because she was not in the best place. Mentally. Which is fine. I think it's fine now. You just get used to it. Which is why now I don't really mind that I live with people who don't really clean up after themselves. I just clean everything. Not living with another person again, unless it's a partner. The thing is, your partner may also be a slob. Have you thought about that? You can't really change people. No matter what you do, you can't change people. They can only change within themselves. You have to make them feel the feeling of, like, the good feeling of cleaning, right? Because if they're cleaning because they're forced to clean, they're not gonna get that good feeling. They're gonna be like, oh, this is actually a chore. I hate doing this. I'm only cleaning it because I'm obliged to. I'm obligated to. You have to get them under the mentality of cleaning actually feels fun. Like, I'm gonna be real with you guys, like, one of my roommates is also really bad with keeping things clean. But then I go, how about we just clean this together? So we just, like, chat and we clean things and we make the entire cleaning process a pretty fun time and it doesn't feel like a chore anymore. So I think that's probably one of the better ways to approach it and be like, how about, well, while you're washing the dishes, I'll put some dishes away. And then we yap about random things while we're doing chores together. Yeah, cleaning as a team, exactly. And instead of cleaning by yourself. Relationship with a roommate is still a relationship. Living together regardless of who it is, yeah. Yeah. I think if you're to live with anybody, just do everything together. Do everything together. Like if you have a dog living with you, just walk the dog together. So you're not like, oh, last time I walked the dog, now you have to walk the dog. How about everybody just does it together? So there's no like, you know, it's not fair. How come I'm doing more work than you are? Kind of thing. And every Sunday you set a time to be like, all right, from this time, from like 2 to 4, we're all gonna get together and start cleaning the house. I hate tallies. Because it actually starts to feel like a competition. I did it today, now you have to do it today. I did it twice, now you owe me. Kind of thing. Alright. My inventory is full. Time to leave. Usually bring the trash and mow the lawn. I low-key enjoy the feeling of being responsible. Yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, like, you're right, like, it does feel good. It does feel good, that's what I do, too. It's slightly therapeutic. I think of chores as a way of taking a break from sitting down for too long. I go, okay, I've been sitting here for 30 minutes. My back hurts. My hips hurt. I'm old, guys. My joints are burning. And when they hurt a lot, when I get really terrible pains, it shoots through your entire body. Like you feel it in your neck, you feel it in your knees, you feel it in your back, you feel it in your arms, your legs, everywhere. I am a granny. Which is why I'm like, I need to move. I need to move my joints. I need to move my muscles, and the best way to do it is by walking around and vacuuming. It is getting late. Oh no! I need to find a place to put everything. Let's see. Gamify it with a leaderboard? With points? for yourself. You could be like, if I've done, I actually was using Notion. I don't know if you guys heard of it. I didn't want to track things anymore, but Notion was a really great way for me to track things and gamify my life. But it felt like another responsibility, so I stopped doing it. But it did help a little bit when I was using it, where it was like it would calculate points for me every time I finished something. So for example, I could set my own points. It was like every time I finish a deadline, I would get 200 points. Every time I finish folding laundry, I would get like 10 points. And then if I reach a certain number of points, like 1,000 points, I do something for myself. Like I would buy myself a bottle of alcohol or something. But then I didn't want to track things anymore. It was so much work. It was so much work to just track things. I'm like, I'd rather just not track things. I'll buy alcohol when I want alcohol, which is never nowadays. Does it also put a timer for work? Timer for rest? Mine didn't. At the same time, you could set up your own. So like, depending on what you need, like what are your priorities? What is that? Dried sunflowers. What do you like drinking? Oh, whiskey. Whiskey on the rocks. One of my favorites. I like putting whiskey in my teas too. Whiskey and just whiskey. I just really like whiskey. But my favorite drink is dark beer. Is caffeinated dark beer. With nitro cold brew. Oh god, the Guinness one? Oh yum. I love Guinness beer. So yeah, it would just be whiskey. Whiskey and dark beer. Just those two. No, it has to be the Guinness dark beer. I've tried other dark beers. They don't hit as hard as the Guinness one. Canadian Windsor is good. I've actually never tried that. I never given myself the opportunity to because I already have favorite drinks. I always just go for my favorites. You really like the smoking the spicy drinks, huh? Do you like spice rum? Spice rum is pretty good. Not as good as whiskey, but still pretty good. Time to put things away. This room got bigger. I should sleep. It is 1:40 a.m. It's yummy, like in the old-fashioned. Okay, let me search this up. Mezcal. No, never heard of. Canadian Windsor. Canadian Windsor whiskey. Oh. I should try that because the whiskey that I have is the Crown Royal ones. Crown Royal is not that great for whiskey. Hachi, hello. How are you doing? It's been a while. Happy Tuesday. Canadian Windsor just reminds me of Windsor necktie knot. It's probably because of the same name, right? Windsor's in the name. Mezcal. Gonna search that one up. Oh, it's like tequila. That might be too spicy for me. Every time I think of tequila, I have like war flashbacks. I have really bad war flashbacks. Because every time, okay, my friends hold a party, or whatever it is. Sometimes it's not a party, sometimes we just go to karaoke or something. What happens is that I have this one friend who, every time he arrives, he always brings a tray of tequila shots. And that always fucks me up. But the thing is, he comes with a tray of like that matches the number of people in the room. So one of the shots is dedicated to me specifically. So I can't say no. I don't want it because it's mine. And then he just comes and leaves. He comes with a tray of tequila and then he leaves. But then with the tequila, it's just a goddamn massacre. Like he kills everyone with it. There's something in tequila that really fucks me up. Like I don't know what it is. And I'm pretty heavyweight when it comes to alcohol. Like I'm pretty good with alcohol. But just not with tequila. Okay, this room's looking a little better. I will put this... Where shall I put this? It doesn't really rotate, so I'm gonna have to move this table to... This table doesn't rotate either. Ooh. Put this here. It feels like it's just floating. Okay, we'll do that instead. Can't say that one drink on YouTube. Oh. Did you get blocked by YouTube filters? Did ads just finish? Shit, I was gonna go pee. Ugh! I missed my window again! That was supposed to be my pee window. Whatever. They did? Oh no. The spirits feel neutral today. You know what? This break might be a little bit longer because I do have to go. The thing is, I see the notification and it goes, okay, ads are coming up in 2 minutes. And so in my head, I go, okay, I'm going to go in 2 minutes. And as I'm doing something, I lose track of time and the 2 minutes become 5 minutes. Now ads are gone. You didn't have ads pop up? Well, these are gonna be your ads now. Let me just pause this game. There we go. Time has stopped. Okay, I will be right back. Hello, I need some water. 1 second. There's actually quite a few drink names that are a little, the names of them are a little bit not safe for work. Yeah, drink names. Danish knows all about them. We have a bartender here in chat. Hello, Pill. Did I miss anything while I was gone? You want to know? No, you don't. You already know them. You just want me to say them. But you know what? I'm not going to say it. Because I'm sure you guys already know what I'm talking about. Right? We have to get more furniture. We have a whole room here. 2 rooms here that are unused. I'm never going to use this room. I have to get rid of this baby crib, but I can't do it. I don't want babies in this game. Sadly, you only know one? It's quite a few. The SOTB. I don't know what that is, actually. What does that stand for? SOTB? SOTB. Nothing comes to mind when I think about SOTB. Accidentally opens the door while I'm harvesting. I love when that happens in real life. Do you have any NPCs you took interest? Yeah, Caroline. Pierre's wife. Okay, I'm gonna be... Okay, let me just take a look at the regular vanilla bachelors and bachelorettes. Like, what do we have there? We've got Emily. Emily reminds me too much of this one taxi driver that I've met in Liverpool, where the taxi driver had a whole bunch of stones stuck on her, like, what's it called? Like your dashboard area, like her dashboard. She taped a whole bunch of aura stones on her car's dashboard, on her taxi's dashboard. And throughout the entire time, she's talking to me about aura and spirit stones and the past and the future. And her driving was absolutely terrible. She kept yelling at everyone on the road. And Emily just somehow reminds me of her. Did she tape to a steering wheel? No, it was like behind her steering wheel. And so, yeah, they were sharp too, so I don't know. I don't know what she was thinking. It was funny because I was with my other 2 coworkers at the time. And the moment we left, one of my coworkers was really into what she was saying. Like, she was in the front seat, and she was just absorbing all of the things that, like, the driver was saying. My other coworker was sitting beside me, and the moment we got out, she was like, "Thank God, I was waiting to get off the car. I was clutching onto my thighs for dear life." She was like terrified. She was like, "I've never met a driver like this before." But that's what Emily reminds me of. So that's a big no to Emily. We've got Penny, who's a nice girl, but she's kind of boring. She's too nice. And maybe I think that's why people like her, because she is probably the most caring, kind girl. She has the whole childhood friend type of vibe about her. Like she has a sick or ish mother. Not really. An alcoholic mother who she's taking care of. Her family doesn't have a lot of money. She's the teacher for this entire town. All the kids rely on her. All the parents rely on her. And she's doing so much. But she doesn't have much. So yeah, Penny's great. But she falls into too much of that, like, you know, pitiful girl trope for me. And I don't want to date someone because I pity them. That is what Penny is to me. She's a very pitiful character. Pitiful, kind, you want to break her type of character. Maybe there's a charm to it, right? Where you're like, I just want to see her suffer a little bit more. But she's not the type that's like, I've been living my entire life in with you know, what's it called? On a silver, my life on a silver plate sort of thing. So I don't know. I guess Penny might be, but she's just not my type. Silver platter. Yeah. Sam has that like kid punk vibes where he feels like a high school kid. And he probably is. He's probably in his early 20s actually, but he still has that high school mentality. And I don't know if I vibe with that in a person that I want to marry. I think they're cool to hang around. But they're not really a marriage partner for me. So, no to Sam. I'm very picky. I may be too picky. I think my expectations and my bar is like all the way up to space, to like Mars. What about the pompous ginger dude? Who? There's a pompous ginger dude? We're talking about Clint? I'm trying to find another... Oh, the long-haired guy. No, he's like a fictional character. I mean, I guess they all are. But Elliot's... Okay, I'm gonna talk... Okay, watch this. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of talking to Elliot right now. Let me find something to give him. Maybe he'll have the dialogue. I'll show you what I mean. We're doing some experimentation. He's gonna like Summer Spangles. Everybody loves Summer Spangles. I hope he gives us the dialogue that explains what I mean by he's very fictional. How about you marry yourself? I mean, then you just, I guess, I mean, if you don't marry anybody, I guess you are marrying yourself, right? Elliot. This town feels so empty without the other mods. I swear to God, I think Elliot might be a mermaid. That's my theory. I think Elliot's a mermaid. Locked. Shit. Oh. I paused the time. He hasn't left yet. Okay, we're gonna hang out around here for a bit. Where's my fishing rod? I'm gonna camp his house until he leaves. What are those? He does feel like someone straight out of a fantasy novel. Like, have you seen his default vanilla portrait? He looks like Prince Philip or something. Like, it gives me a bit of an ick. You know what I mean? Like, nobody actually talks like that. He's like Snow White, but a dude. Oh. Chilling stick chicken statue deluxe bait. Yeah, very princely. He's so romantic. He writes poems. He's like the Little Mermaid. He's a Little Mermaid that was turned into a man. So no. What is that fish behind? Is that a legendary fish? Well, before we talk to Elliot, who else is there? I think my go-to out of everybody. Okay, well, we'll get to that person last. Who do we have here? These guys aren't marriageable. Vincent, Alex. Alex, I hate him. I don't know. Alex is like the most hated NPC for me out of everybody in this town. The most hated bachelor, because he's so in his own world. You can't marry Demetrius. He's a taken man. He's married to Robin. He's also very stubborn. Yeah, but Alex is like also, I guess Alex also falls under that high school mentality where he's like, I'm trying to get to I'm trying to take, I don't know, go into sports in college, and I want to graduate with a sports college scholarship, and I want to make it to the big leagues. And then he kind of, if he plays a female farmer, he kind of makes fun of you for being a girl. Because, like, you know, he's like really into sports and stuff, right? I remember, I forgot what the dialogue was, but it was something along the lines of like, do you want to play catch? And if you say like no to him or something, and then he says something that's a little sexist, and I go, what the hell's wrong with you? I heard that he's really rude to like male farmer too. He's just rude in general. Who else is there? I have to get rid of something. Blackberry. Right, Sebastian. I think younger me would have liked Sebastian. But the reason why I'm not going with Sebastian is just because of how he's presented in this game. If you go through his story, you start to find out that he wants to leave this town. He hates this town, and you can sort of see it. Like, his personality is, his person is meant for the city. Like, he's a tech bro. He's a tech bro. He's into, you know, the gaming culture. He likes being on the internet. He's always in front of his computer. He's like a nerd through and through. But then he goes, I want to go to the big city in the future, and I want to experience like more stuff out there, because there's not a lot that happens in Pelican Town. And he's right. Like, this town is very small. Most people haven't experienced what it is or how life is outside of this town. And he tells you about how much he just wants to ride his motorbike and leave this town forever. Elliot hates me. Hey, now he's like walking really fast because he knows I'm right behind him. Stop it. Hey! Which is why I don't want to go with Sebastian, just because I think if I were to marry him, I'd tie him down to this town forever. This is for me? Marvelous! This is what I mean. He's so fictional. I need to talk to him more, but he won't let me. Yeah, I walk a lonely road. I do like Sebastian, though. But this game goes, no, if you were to marry Sebastian, you're a terrible person. So I go, okay, never mind. I don't want to tie him down to this town. Can't even say marvelous anymore. He's just, I don't know, he's just a very princely character. Not my thing. He's princely, but he lives in a shack on the beach. What if you marry him and then leave Stardew Valley? That's not part of the game, unfortunately. What about Abigail? She's a child. Is that one cutscene just ruined it for me? It was like, she's outside, she's like hanging out, and her dad goes, Abigail, go help around the house, and she goes, no! And then she just leaves. And you have the option to take her dad's side or her side. And I'm just like, come on, Abigail, just do your chores. Help out your family. You can't tell me what to do, Dad! So yeah, that's no Abigail for me. She feels like a teenager. I think a lot of the NPCs feel like teenagers to me. I can't do it. I really like Leah. I think I was gonna put Leah as like, you know, my favorite. I was gonna talk about her last, but Leah's like not last. I think there's still Harvey. Yeah, Harvey is an option, and I'm, like I've said before, I've talked about Harvey, but I'll say it again. I don't want to marry my doctor. It's weird. Like, imagine, like, he's seen everything about your body, right? Like, you gotta go for a physical checkup sometime in your adult life. And I don't want that to be... I don't want to have that connection where it's like, yeah, you've looked inside my butthole already. And he's one of those people, because he's the only doctor in this town, that, like, what if we were to, like, divorce or something, right? Wouldn't that be really awkward? Going back to him and be like, sorry, I'm sick. What if it was a really bad breakup? He's gonna be like, oh, now it's time for me to kill her. Let me just give her the wrong dose of medication. So, no, I would never marry the only doctor in town. I just don't think it's a good idea. In fact, I wouldn't even be friends with him. I'd be like, you've seen my butthole already. We're not gonna be friends. We're not gonna be drinking together. Not a thing that I'm down for. Happy birthday, Leo! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Leo. Leo the Smart. Happy birthday to you. I hope you enjoy your day today. Yeah, patient just came in for a routine checkup and she mysteriously died. There's nothing we can do about it because this town is so isolated from the rest of this world. Being friends with a doctor sounds neat. I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. I mean, sometimes, yeah. I am friends... Okay, here's the thing. I am friends with a few doctors. I'm friends with a few doctors. But then you hear things that you're like, I wish I could just hear it. I wish... There were so many things I wish I didn't know about. For example, like, I remember drinking with a surgeon, a doctor, and all of a sudden he just talks about a C-section. I go, I didn't want to know about this. I guess it really depends. Like, if it's like a vet doctor and they're just talking about animals, sure. But I do get a little squirmy when it comes to the human body. At least give a warning. Sometimes you're drunk and you don't know what comes out of your mouth. And the thing is, they see these things every single day. There's some things that they experience every single day. And so it's so normal for them to talk about. But for someone who's not used to it, I guess, especially when it comes to, like, you know, the more bloody stuff, like that is just not something I want to hear while I'm drinking my dark beer. I guess it really depends. Like, if you're into that, if you like those topics, sure. I still find it pretty funny though. But I wouldn't be friends with my doctor. In fact, my doctor. Okay, I had to sigh a bit. She's a bit like a nagging mother. Ark, when are you gonna have kids? Ark, you should have kids now. Ark, Ark, are you exercising enough? Ark, you're not getting enough exercise. Ark, you should do. Ark, do this. Ark, do that. Ark, are you gonna get married soon? Yeah, she really is like a nagging mother. You know how deep runes look like? Imagine like an apple pie with filling. You just poke the hole and see what happens. Yeah, something like that. Ark, you must continue the bloodline. Actually, nobody's said that to me yet. Despite like so many conversations I've had about having children, like people keep convincing me to have a child. Nobody has used that as a reason that I should birth another creature into this world. Continuing the bloodline. I guess my bloodline just isn't important enough. Or they're like, yeah, Ark, you should continue it, because it's like, what the heck is your bloodline even? Nobody cares about Ark's bloodline. Where's my wheat? Oh. Find a man to empreg for you. I don't like children. I prefer if like nobody got pregnant around me. I want to be real selfish to say that, you know, my friends can do whatever they want, but I think it'd be pretty neat if we all didn't have children together so we can just hang out when we're old. Find an anthro sea horseman and impreg them? No. I don't want any more people to experience the suffering of this world any longer. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm allergic. Maybe that's the excuse that I should be saying. Sorry, I'm allergic to babies. I'm allergic to pregnancy and I'm allergic to babies. I'm allergic to both of them. I will be fruitful and multiply, create hordes of grandchildren. You know what? You do you. If you have the financial stability, sure. I don't. That's my thing too. Is that what if in the future I change my mind, if in the future I take a liking to kids, right? I will probably just end up adopting. Like at the moment though, like I don't know. I don't have the mental capacity. I don't have the financial stability. I don't have the patience for a screaming child. You're gonna mow the lawn now. Have fun, Clock. You want kids but not getting married anytime soon? Good luck. You'll get there eventually. If you believe hard enough, you will get there. It's 2026, you can freeze your eggs. I don't feel like it. No, because it means that someone else is gonna have to get pregnant with those eggs, and it's not gonna be me. Like I said, I'm allergic to pregnancy. I think like I have the idea of pregnancy scares the crap out of me too, because your body changes in ways that you don't want it to. And I'm like, I kind of like me the way I am. I don't want any permanent changes happening inside my body. Like, it's just, no. No, I don't want to mutate. Mutate forever. You like kids that you get bullied? I get bullied by kids. I'm the opposite. I don't know what it is about children who finds it so funny to like make fun of me all the time. 8,264. There's a mother that talked about her period stopping for a year after her pregnancy. I mean, that's normal, isn't it? I feel like periods stop when your body is under stress, which is bad. And it means your hormones are going out of whack, but like pregnancy does that to you. Pregnancy like fucks up all your hormones and shit. How do you even get bullied by kids? I don't know. Maybe I'm just around kids who are very direct with the things that they say. They're just really mean. Kids around me are really mean. I remember, okay, my last experience. No, my actual last experience wasn't bad because the kid in front of me didn't talk. But my last experience was a kid looking at my cards and he forced me to sleeve all of them. He put me through manual labor. He was like, can I take, like every 5 minutes, like I'm trying to talk with the adults, okay? I'm with the other people around my age. I'm talking to the adults. We're having a serious conversation about life things. Every 5 minutes, he comes up to me. Ark, can I see your Pokemon cards? No. Ark, can I see your Pokemon cards? No. And then he got so annoying. I was like, fine. I'll show you where my Pokemon cards are, but don't bend them, don't rip them, because they are, at the end of the day, they're like my favorite ones. They're my favorite Pokemon cards that I put inside a binder. So I show him my Pokemon cards. You know what he does? He proceeds to take every single one of those cards out, okay? He's like, oh, okay. Can I see? Takes it all out. At that point, I don't even have like the mental capacity to be like, no, can you not do that to my cards? He takes it all out. He doesn't bend them. He doesn't rip them. And he's like, wear your sleeves. Or wear your sleeves. So I show him my sleeves. And he goes, sleeve them. He makes me go through manual labor. He makes me sleeve every single one of the cards in my binder. They're neatly organized, by the way. I organized a very specific way. And then after sleeving all of them, he's like, put it back in. And I'm like, you're the one who took it out. What? Why am I doing this? You know how long it took me to put this back in the way that I wanted to? No, I didn't deserve it. No. I was fine the way it was. Dear Ark, here's a vegetable from Little Garden. I keep out back. Thank you very much for the cauliflower. What else was there? So I have a very distinct look about me, okay, guys? Like, my hair is a lot shorter than your average girl. Sometimes I go for a pixie cut. Sometimes I go really short. And there's been multiple times when I would dye my hair funky colors. And kids are brutal when it comes to, especially like my younger baby cousins who have never seen the city before. I have a lot of the children that I was around back in the day were from the countryside. And every time they look at me, they always have to comment something really rude about my appearance. And I'm like, why does it even matter to you? It's not like you have my fashion and my hair. Just because I have short green hair doesn't mean that you can be rude and annoying. What did they say? Okay, to be honest, it was prompted because my mom really hates the way I dress sometimes. I should have said that. But every time my cousins come, my mom's always like, do you like Ark's hair? And they'd be like, no, it's ugly. And I'll be like, can you shut up? I'm gonna tape your mouth shut. But yeah, I just never liked children. That's just how it was. I don't know. And these days I've been talking to some family members who have grown up now. Back then they were my baby cousins. Nowadays they're not my baby cousins anymore because they're all in like university. They're all in school. And so when I talk to them, sometimes I get like the weirdest things. The weirdest things comes out of, like they're not even children anymore, but I still get like the ick. You know what I mean? Like things like, oh, yeah, we don't need to read anymore. What is reading? Or they're like constantly on social media and all that comes out of their mouths are brain rot. And I'm like, yeah, no. You know when they say, oh, the hardest times, the most difficult times of your life when you're taking care of a child is when they're like in their teenager years, right? And then once they get into college, it's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine when you have to talk to them. Not much different from us. Okay, but like they're really stubborn too. And sometimes the things that come out of you try to convince them of something, they just don't listen because they have to experience the world for themselves before they actually understand. So that's where I come from. Like that, those are my experiences with younger people. And I'm just not about that. I'm just not about that life. I'd rather just talk to people around my age. And it could be, I think I sort of understand why people like children because they like being that role model for them. But like I said in the beginning of the stream, I hate responsibilities. I don't want more work. I don't want more work for myself. I don't want to be the role model. I don't care for being the role model. I managed to stop my little cousin from crying for his mom by inviting him to walk with me. Yeah, sometimes kids just really want company. I think that's why a lot here's the thing. If I do have a kid, I want to be a good parent. And I want to have the time to actually teach the kid stuff. For example, I've seen a lot of cases where I'm not going to call it like neglect, okay? But a lot of, because of the economy, because of how the world works right now, a lot of parents don't have time to take care of their kid. It doesn't have the fact that like when I use that as an excuse, my mother always goes, yeah, but then I can take care of him for you. And I'm like, it's not the same because the kids want to be in the company of their parents. Like you want to hang around with your child a lot. And the child wants to hang out with their parents a lot. And I do think that the best way to teach a child is not by putting them in a group setting where you just have one teacher teaching like 50 kids. Because she's not going to have, or he is not going to have the actual, like enough hands to monitor every single person, every single child in the classroom. Like, that's just how it is. I think it's better for a child to have, like, you know, of course go to school, but then have one mentor that they really look up to. And you know who the best mentor is? One of their parents, or at least both their parents. Hopefully both their parents. And I don't think it's, at this day and age, we don't have the time. I don't have the time. Have 10 teachers for 20 children. Kids just need a mentor. It doesn't have to be a teacher. They just need a mentor. They need someone that they can really look up to and be like, this person is cool. And I want to be just like them when I grow up. And that person needs to constantly be giving them advice. That, of course, they don't have to follow through with them, right? Like, live your life however you want. But, like, in case anything happens, they have someone that they can turn to. Because too many times, kids are just turning to... I mean, it's not a bad thing, but kids are turning to their own friends. Where their friends probably don't have enough experience either to actually properly help out with certain situations. And that's why they make so many terrible decisions sometimes. And what's even worse now is that you keep hearing stories about kids turning to ChatGPT for help. And it's like, no. I refuse to let that happen. Because, like, what if the child doesn't have any friends to turn to? What if they don't have, like, an actual person who knows what they're talking about? They'll be like, yeah, let me just ask a chatbot. And I don't trust a chatbot to give proper advice to a 10-year-old. Like, there was a recent case in Japan, actually, where I think there's, like, multiple faults everywhere, but the child was having an issue. There's a girl who was having an issue with, like, their dad or something, with her dad, and so she asked ChatGPT what she should do. And the first option, or not the first, one of the options that ChatGPT gave her was just, you know, call the Child Protection Services. And so she did. And then now her dad's like, because her dad was like a famous, what is it, like an athlete or something? It ruined his life, and it also ruined her life by doing that. And she was like, I didn't realize the consequences of calling Child Protection Services. I didn't realize it's going to be, like, this detrimental. Ice has no will right now. That's true, yeah. Don't trust... I don't trust a chatbot to give proper advice to an adult either. I think it's... like, it really depends, like, if you have critical thinking, right? I don't think it's bad to ask a chatbot for advice as long as you're able to take that advice and be like, should I be following through with this? Or should I not? Like, does this sound reasonable? Is this something I should do? Like, you have a lot of wisdom, experience in your life to make those decisions for you. And not just blindly take the advice from a chatbot. But for a child, they don't have that same experience and wisdom as a full-grown adult. So they're just going to take things either, number one, quite literally, or they're just going to... yeah, they're all just going to blindly follow through with everything a chatbot would tell them. Treat chatbot as slaves, not friend. I wouldn't treat them like a slave, too. Because at the same time, a chatbot is made based on a human person, an actual person. And treating them like a subhuman, however you want to call it, kind of speaks on how you treat others as well. Even though, yes, they may not be human themselves. There's a gray area. Become the index. Follow the prescript. Follow the prescript or you die. Better to have a bad influence in life than ChatGPT. How about we just not have a bad influence on anybody's lives? I know you said that as a joke, but still. Day 22. Fall is almost over. You know what I should do? Go into the Skull Cavern again. Hold on. Please tell me that this isn't wild honey. It probably is. But I will never find out. Did it tell you to dissolve a 70-kilogram chicken? Did it really? Wait, what for? To make nuggets? Wild honey? Yeah, so if I put a bee house next to a field without flowers, it's gonna create wild honey. The bees will make wild honey for me. If I put it next to a flower field, it's gonna make flower honey. Chickens aren't 70 kilograms? They aren't, but that's like the second question that I have. The first one is, why are we dissolving chicken? Hello, Mudrock, welcome in. Why are we dissolving chicken? Why did the chicken cross the road? Pomegranate. You know what? I'm just gonna sell these things for now because I don't know what to do with it. As people asking the bot how to commit crimes or cover them up. Oh. Ugh. Never mind. I wish I never asked. No, thank you. I didn't put the two and two together. Let's see. Chilling stick. What do I need to do? What am I doing again? Groove! Hello! Welcome in, guys. Welcome to a Stardew Valley stream. I have to sit up. I'm slouching. Ugh. What are you guys doing? It's a groove raid. It's a groovy raid. Welcome to the Ark Radio. Welcome to the Ark stream. Welcome to a comfy stream where we talk about everything. Today's topic changed to me ranting again. I have to stop doing that. I have to stop ranting on my Stardew Valley streams. It becomes very uncomfy. No, we're not dissolving chicken. Stop it. Stop it, God hands. Some dude sent me a happy birthday Daniel video. Yeah, oh, I saw that. You are Daniel now. You are Daniel. Only start. I feel like it's usually Stardew. I feel like it's usually Stardew Valley because I have nothing else to talk about. And then sometimes the topics just devolve into something strange. Which one? Which is the better looking keg? This one, the brown one. This one too. I should have put the grapes in here. Why didn't I? Grape one. Yeah, it does become controversial or gross. I can't even brand myself as a comfy streamer anymore. I can't. How do I switch back? I need to do a full reset. I am doing a full reset, in fact. I'm doing a full reset on the 17th. Hope you guys are prepared. I went back to the labs. I was looking at the next model. The doctors were showing me the next model. The teeth are sharper. Things move around a little bit more. And it looks like the wardrobe that they gave me is a lot more simple. It will be easier to draw. Maybe you guys have seen some sneak peeks here and there on YouTube and on Twitter. My brain won't reset because I'm downloading everything into my brain. Re-downloading all of the memories. Maybe we'll finally have a reference sheet. Who knows? Like a proper reference sheet. Maybe we'll finally have a mascot. Who knows? But like the whole reason why the design is the design, mostly, is just so that it's simpler and I can build on top of it. Rip Inchy. I thought we already have one. Not really. I mean, we sort of do. We kind of have one, but it was like put together really quickly. Because I didn't really have one, I just took a snapshot of my own model and drew the sides, front and back. Rip Ghosty, Rip Inchy. It's okay, they're in a better place now. They're in a way better place. Oh wait, I need this wait. Yes, I do. All right. I don't know what it is. About Stardew Valley, Core Keeper. Like whenever I'm playing Darkwood, I never get hungry. Like I can go on and just not, I don't feel hungry. But there's something about Stardew Valley, maybe it's the palette of this game, that everything is food colored. Like you would eat something that is the color of this grass, right? You would eat that cat thing that was on the floor, right? You would eat these leaves. Then I get way hungrier when I play Stardew Valley or Core Keeper at around this time, at around 11:30 a.m. for me. My stomach goes, oh, you should probably eat something. Has anyone ever eaten a leaf like straight off a tree? Are you asking me that question because you have? Have you guys eaten leaves off a tree? That is the question. And yeah, and Darkwood is tense and dim and it's not appetizing. I do think it's a color thing. My brain goes, oh yes. This is the color of, I don't know, what is this? Chocolate cake. I shouldn't have said that. Because now I'm thinking about chocolate cake. Oh, I don't have enough. I need 10. 10 wheat. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta go grab the 5. I don't recommend it since I was a dumb child. I wouldn't recommend it either. But if you had to choose a type of leaf to chew on, if you had to pick a tree, I told you, I pointed a knife at you and I said, you have to eat one of the leaves off this tree or bad things would happen. Now, which type of tree? Beech leaves? Because they're edible? That's a good choice. I would also choose an edible leaf. I'll just say no. You would just take the bad thing over eating a leaf? He said, I'd rather have bad luck for my entire life, then eat a leaf. Really? You wouldn't. I don't know, I'm not a brontosaurus. You don't have to be a brontosaurus. You don't have to be a brontosaurus to eat a leaf. You don't have to be a brontosaurus to eat green stuff. You know that your back molars, your teeth, that's for grinding up shit, like leaves. Sorry, not shit. You're not grinding shit. You're grinding up food, like veggies. Hello, Fiona. Welcome in. I like your name. You heard that lime leaf is good? The bad luck with stabbing? I didn't say I was going to stab you. I just said I'm going to point a knife at you and force you to eat a leaf or bad things would happen. I didn't say that I'm going to stab you with this knife. I'm just saying that bad things will happen. It could be anything. It could be like bad luck for your entire life, for the rest of your life. Don't associate me with herbivores. There's nothing wrong with eating veggies. You have everybody here has molars in the back of their mouth for grinding up vegetables. You don't need to grind meat. It's for grinding veggies. Have you seen the teeth of a herbivore before? They're all flat, like molars. I mean, it can grind meat, you're right. They have molars throughout their entire mouth. Okay, they're not really molars, but still. They're all flat. Good night, Ark. Have a nice play of Stardew Valley. Thank you. I will. Yeah, don't forget to chew. There was a whole week where I didn't chew. It felt terrible. I wanted texture so bad. Every day I was suffering. I was like, I need texture. I need it. Yeah, like remember when I got my wisdom teeth removed? That entire week, I didn't chew on anything. Yeah, tooth. Tooth. How was it? I don't know, everything was slurpy and slimy. And so, I remember when I came back from the follow-up checkup with the oral surgeon, and I remember he was like, you have any questions before you leave? And I was like, can I eat harder foods now? He was like, yeah, you can. And I was like, I was ecstatic. The moment I went home, see, I don't normally eat snacks and stuff, like, you know, crispy snacks. I don't normally eat them. In fact, I try to avoid them as much as possible because I have this thing against eating too many carbs and, you know, being addicted to snacking. But like the moment I went home, I dug through the cabinets. I was like, I need chips. I said I need chips, and I just grabbed an entire bag. I didn't eat the entire bag, of course, but I grabbed a few, put it in a bowl, and I was like, I just munched on it. I was like, I need all this texture. No more slimy food, please. No more slime. I was so sick of it. Pudding? No thank you. No more pudding. No more yogurts. No more eggs. Boiled eggs. Oh, you would have eaten all the popcorn? Seems like you really, really love popcorn, Moogie. Is that your favorite snack? Yeah, I mean, pudding and yogurt are pretty good. But imagine having that every day for like after your meals because you're not getting enough calories. I was just having soups and yogurts and puddings for every single meal. Cottage cheese. I was not enjoying it. I needed to bite into something. Ice cream. Surprisingly, actually, I didn't have ice cream. I did buy ice cream. But the thing is, I went with my roommates, okay? And we're looking in the ice cream section. And we're looking at the ice cream that was on sale. And the ice cream on sale was a Cookie Monster ice cream. And it was blue. And it had chunks in it, like chunks of cookies that I couldn't really bite into. So I was like, first of all, I'm like, it's blue. I'm not eating that. Second of all, after learning about salmonella and cookie dough, I was like, I'm not having that. I don't want raw cookie dough. I don't like raw cookie dough. And my favorite ice cream, I can't even have it. It's black cherry ice cream. The reason why I like it is because there's hard pieces inside, which I couldn't bite into. You just let it melt into your mouth. Really? Is that how raw cookie dough works? I don't know. I don't like raw cookie dough anyway. Yeah, it's a salmonella risk. I don't like that. Did the surgeon see Pikachu? I don't know. I'm not sure. I did tell them beforehand. They're like, is there anything that we should take note of in your mouth before we go ahead with the surgery? And I said, I have a crown. I didn't say that there's a Pikachu on the crown. But I said I have a crown. And they're like, oh, okay. And that was it. I didn't want them to ask too many questions. And in fact, it's kind of obscure. Like, you can't really see it. It's like hidden away. So I was crossing my fingers hoping that they just didn't see it at all. Yeah, imagine like looking in my mouth. Is that a Pikachu on her teeth? Don't look! Yeah, I do have a Pikachu on my tooth. That's Ark lore. Ark lore, I have a tooth tattoo. Beware of Nintendo, they might take out your tooth. Yeah, if I make it known enough, if I use that as a way to market myself. What the? It's a witch! There's a thing? Yeah, I live with... So, Ark lore, for those who don't know about me, I live with dentists and dental technicians. And so, there was a period of time when I needed a root canal, and I needed a crown over my tooth. And so, because I just live with dentists and a dental technician, I had them help me out with it, because my dentist is one of my roommates. No, two of my roommates are dentists. Are my dentists. And the other one's a dental technician. So they were like, oh, we'll help you make a crown for you. And they're like, oh, do you have any like specifics that you want? I said no. And they said, can I draw a Pikachu on your tooth? And I was like, sure, why not? Because, you know, whatever, just my roommates. And so, yeah, so they drew a Pikachu on my tooth. So now I have a Pikachu on my tooth. It is in the back of my tooth, though. It's not in the front of it. So it's like on the other side, in the tongue area. So you can't see it. If you were to like look closely, you have to shine a light in it, you will see it. And I'm pretty sure the oral surgeon did see the Pikachu, but they probably didn't mention anything. And the thing is, my oral surgeon is a family friend. So they probably didn't want to question it either because they knew my roommates. And they're like, of course, it was your roommate who made the crown for you. What about Hindus? No. Probably not that. I wouldn't want it to be taken the wrong way, and plus I'm not Indian. I'm not Hindu. Hey there, I'm crafting a mahogany desk. Would need some polish to finish it up. She wants beeswax, okay? Yeah, I don't know. I normally wouldn't request anything on my tooth, in fact. Wow, look at all these sweet potatoes. Yeah, it was a pretty funny experience. It's funny experiences when I talk to like anything or anyone in the dental field, because it seems like they all know each other. Like, they know every single dentist in the field, they know every single dental technician in the field or something like that. Like, no matter where you are. Like, did you guys know that my teeth was used in the dental technician national exams? That's another piece of lore for you guys. Any dental technicians in Canada doing the dental technician exam? My teeth are in there. My teeth are in the exam papers. Yeah, I did say something about that. I wake up and there's like a model of my teeth next to my bedside. Yeah. Because the thing is, they needed... It was my roommates who were writing the papers. But they were like, they needed a model to be used as an example for one of the questions. For a few of the questions, in fact. And to get a model, to get the x-rays, to get like the actual teeth from people, they would have to find someone, first of all. They would have to get them to sign some papers. And I don't know what other legal stuff that they need from them in order to get their consent, right? But since I live with them anyway, they're like, it would be so much easier, Ark, if you let us use your teeth as the question example. And I was like, sure, just go ahead. I was like, they're like, you want to sign paper? No. Like, I honestly didn't care. Is it because you have the best or the worst teeth? It was mostly for the crown that I have, because that was a good example. Because they have pictures and x-rays of my teeth before the crown, and they have pictures and x-rays of my teeth after the crown. And they even have the crown model itself, the 3D model, because they made it. They were the one who made it. And so, like, they already have all the files on, like, every single file they have on me of my teeth. But I'd say I have pretty good teeth. Like, I didn't need braces at all. All my teeth are here. I floss every day. I brush my teeth. I used to brush my teeth twice, now I brush it 3 times a day. Pikachu included. They probably have a file on that too, but I don't know. I didn't look into it. I didn't ask them. I have pretty good teeth. But it's not the best teeth. Because I did have a crown. And all of my wisdom teeth were impacted at the time. Coral. Oh. But I've just been walking around doing nothing. I would say 44,000 gold is good enough for me to upgrade something. Right? There was a periodontist that talked about using baking soda and hydrogen peroxide to brush your teeth. Do that once and you're good for a day. I guess if you really want to avoid fluoride or other chemicals inside the toothpaste, if you like really hate those chemical ingredients, sorry, I'm not gonna call them chemicals, ingredients. Like, it's an option. But that's not something that I would do. I would say it's probably more annoying to do that than just taking a tube of toothpaste and brushing your teeth with it. Yeah, baking soda is pretty harsh on your teeth. It does strip off the enamel. And that's why teeth whiteners are really bad for you too. Because they strip off enamel. They actually break down your teeth. And that's why you shouldn't brush your teeth when you eat. Because all of the acidic from the food will also break down your enamel. And if you brush it with the acidity from the food, your teeth will get weaker. Less brushing time, but yeah, more shenanigans. I should do some of these. There will be beeswax. Pam needs juice. Alright, I do have battery packs. But before you eat, it's good to brush your teeth before you eat if you're using fluoride. There's different types of ingredients. There's different types of toothpaste, but I guess in North America, fluoride is the most popular one. If you're using fluoride, it's good to brush your teeth before you eat and not after. Because what fluoride does is that it adds a protective layer over your teeth so that the acid from the toothpaste doesn't corrode your enamel. Sorry, acid from the food doesn't corrode your enamel. Where's a sweet potato? Yeah, and that's why you should brush your teeth when you wake up in the morning, because your mouth is full of bacteria. And then if you mix that bacteria with the food, from the acid from the food and whatever other bacteria is in the food, the bacteria that's already in your mouth is going to want to eat away at the food in your teeth. And while it's eating away at the food in your teeth, it's going to eat away at your teeth as well. That's why you brush your teeth first before you eat anything. I used to be under the assumption that like brushing your teeth you just after eating is better because you're brushing, you know, the food that you just ate that's stuck in your teeth, but no. I wasn't considering the fluoride and what it actually does. In fact, fluoride is alkaline based and food is acidic. So you're creating an alkaline and an acidic reaction in your mouth when you mix those two together. And it's corroding. It corrodes your teeth. I've been eating on my left row of teeth naturally, feel my right row is idle and unused. That's how it is for me too. I always chew on one side. And they say it's not good for you because you're building up the muscle on your jaws, right? What do they call your masticular muscles or something? You have two molars there that are just screwed up. Now you gotta chew on your other side. I tend to grind on one side of my teeth, on one side of my mouth, which then I chew on the other side, so it balances out. You always eat from your dominant side. Really? No, I eat from my non-dominant side, in fact. Hello, Laughing. Welcome in. Yeah, I eat from my non-dominant side. My teeth are grown strangely, like in a weird way, where a part of the back of my teeth on my dominant side doesn't really close down entirely. Like, it closes down, but there's a slight gap, a very, very small gap, which is why I chew on my non-dominant side. But what happens when there's a gap is that your teeth tends to want to grow out a little bit more to compensate for like the non-closure. So it's really interesting because when I take a look at my teeth, I'm like, one of my canines is slightly longer on one side than the other. Just because on one side it doesn't close down as much. I would like to have them filled at some point. One is a crater, the other is the hole. It's probably good too. Ah. Closing my teeth now. I have both my side rows touching each other. Closing my teeth. I have 2 holes in my mouth too. For my wisdom teeth removal. What can I even buy with this? What else can I upgrade? I really think that the only thing left for me to do is to marry Caroline. And decorating, I guess. I guess I can buy decorations. I can buy furniture. It's time to decorate this town. I could put a whole park here. With benches, a picnic table. Redo some of these trees here. Have a mini garden around here. A part of it is sticking out, so not the entire thing. So it's like impacted, right? Just like mine. I enjoyed the facts today. Yeah, I have a lot of teeth facts. Just because of my roommates. Just random teeth facts. And sometimes I look it up because I'm curious and then I ask them. I used to be like massively scared of dentists. But not anymore. 8 days? I don't have time. 4 days. Okay. Why aren't these growing? It's just wheat, right? Oh. Now you just want to talk with dentists? And doctors? They sound neat. It is kind of fun going into another field that you're not really used to. Like you don't know anything about. No, don't marry your doctor. I mean, you can if you want to. I won't stop you. I just think it's a bad idea. Can we put sakura trees for a town decor? We can, I think. I can try. I think I can. As long as it's not in the pathway of a villager, of a townie, then I can. I'm doing a little bit of surveying right now, trying to see like where I can put things. Like I can probably decorate, put something here. This whole area here, I could probably put something. So now I know where to use my money. Who lives in the trailer? Pam and Penny. Pam and Penny. Penny, yeah, this is what I mean by Penny's doesn't come from a very good place. Alright. In these go. I do think that trailer life can be fun though, but it's not for me. I have a friend who lives in a trailer. He goes around living in the trailer. But I'm like, there's a lot of maintenance that is required. Especially like if you use the trailer as like a bathroom as well. Like there's a bathroom in the trailer. A bathroom, restroom, a toilet. Yeah, you can hook it up and move when you want, where you want. They live in parking lots. They sleep in parking lots. And they like moving around, but not for me. They're just as expensive as a house? I'd rather just have a house. Because with a house, at least you get like all the the amenities, and it feels more private. You have a bigger space. It's easier to walk in. The only downside to a house versus, you know, having a trailer is that you can't travel with it. But then if you want to travel, you might as well just get a car, right? I remember. You have a baby crib? Yeah, it just gave me one. I asked for a house upgrade, and the game was like, here's a baby crib. And I'm like, what? Are you forcing a baby on me too? Just like my mother? I swear, it's gonna come to a time when my mom buys me like baby stuff. She's gonna be like, here's some diapers. Yeah, and I'm marrying Caroline, a woman. Can we have children together? Hello, Nico. Welcome in. Are you back? Are you still on your travels? Are you doing okay out there? Are you surviving? Are you living? You're still alive? You're still side questing. Damn. You're on a long ass side quest. It's like right after this side quest is gonna be like another side quest. You wanna go to Montreal with me asking for a friend? I'm going in August. Not anytime soon. And I don't know how you're getting there. Are you taking a flight? In 8 hours? Okay, no. Okay, so you literally just finished your side quest and you're already going on another one. I know. I need at least like half a year to prepare. It hasn't ended yet. What are you doing? It's still ongoing. What is going on? Your life is so exciting. I'm really happy for you. Man, there's so many things going on with Nico's life. Yeah, like you're always going to places. Is that not exciting? Are you not on my IG close friend story? No, I don't go on Instagram. See, I get people sending me messages and stuff and I have no idea what the heck is I don't look at it. Is it not exciting? What's going on? Okay, maybe I should check it out. Okay, I will check out everybody's stories. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride. You can't just call me homophobic like that. That's not how it works. Is Nico hate crime? Nico is a drama queen. That's just how he is. I like it for it. My Instagram's connected to my Facebook, and it ain't my internet persona. I think a lot of people like to post their daily lives on Instagram, right? In fact, I think a lot of my friends do. Every time I meet someone new, in fact, they always go, "Do you have an Instagram?" And I go, "Are you sure you want to follow my VTuber stuff?" Like, that's all I post on there. I'm like, "You don't want my Instagram." They're like, "Yeah, I want to see it." I'm like, "No, you don't." Yeah, everybody, ABBs, the ABGs, everybody out there in the wild's going, "Oh, you got Instagram? Can I have your Instagram?" It's never "Can I have your number?" It's always "Can I have your Instagram?" You tell people that you meet that you have YouTube? I do. I actually do. I don't have that. I'm not. I don't, like I said earlier, I don't have that sense of privacy. I don't care for it. Can I have your Instagram number? I have YouTube because I like the culture around it. But at the same time, I don't really apply it to myself as much. I will respect it, but I don't really apply it to myself very much. I'm like barely a VTuber when it comes to how I live my life. Hope stream goes well. Let's sync up since winter is good. Winter is good. Weather is good. I'm already forecasting. I'm like, so you mean we're gonna meet up in the winter, right? Alright, bye Nico. Enjoy your trip. Yeah, nobody texts anymore. All my SMS messages are spam. It's all spam. It's all, "Hey, you still looking for work? Hi, I hear you lost your wallet." What else is there? Text stop to stop this at any time. And then some people do message me every once in a while. But the thing is, I'm so used to seeing spam messages in my text messages that I assume every single message I get is spam. So I just don't read them. I leave people on read. I'm a terrible friend. And then they go, "Oh, do you have..." They try to contact me through WhatsApp. But then I don't really use WhatsApp either. "I know where you live. I will arrive at your door. I know you're home." Of course you do. You've already been here several times before. Go play CS2. Enjoy your day. Take care. Rest well. Whatever you're doing. It may be controversial to say, but for me, privacy is just a concept. I should take care of myself a little bit more. Because I preach it sometimes. I tell people to not put their personal stuff here because danger. The internet is a very dangerous place. Think about yourself a little bit more before you post selfies. Think about yourself a little bit more before you put out your age. Think about yourself before you start talking about your personal lives. Except here I am, I just do it all the time. Is this why most VTubers say they have unread DMs from 4 months ago? My unread DMs are maybe different from other people, but they're all on Twitter, on X. And it's because the site keeps coming out with new updates for direct messages and chat and whatever it is, whatever they want to call it. And I no longer get notifications for it. I was just checking the other day. I was like, I wonder how many spam messages I got. I looked, and I'm like, oh, surprisingly, I got no DMs. But then there's this little button on the top right corner. I'm like, what does this do? So I click on it, and it was like, so many chat requests. There were so many chat requests. There was like, I don't know, like 100 chat requests. And I was like, there's chat requests now? They can't just DM me normally? Like, I have to accept the chat request in order to talk to people. I've got so many missed messages from that. Some people were like, "Oh, Ark, you want to collab?" And I'm like, I completely missed it. Or like, "Oh, Ark, what is it? Like, oh, like, are you open for commissions?" I've missed those ones too. Like, important ones. Or like people wishing me like a happy whatever. And I've missed those. So there was one day where I just went back, took like a few hours to reply to people because I'm like, I had to apologize that I missed like 400 messages. It's Discord, it's Twitter. They're like from months ago. I think the ones that I felt the worst for were the ones where people asked me like how I did something. They're like, oh, Ark, I need something for this like next week. I'm just wondering how you did it. And that was like sent months ago, like 5 months ago or something. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, you probably don't need it anymore. You probably don't need it, but here it is anyway. You find them quite similar? I mean, Discord at least I do get notifications. I see a little red dot next to a person's name or inside the server that requires my attention. But on Twitter, I don't get that notification dot. I don't get the red dot. I don't even get like an actual push notification for it. It just sits there. It sits there until I actually look. They both have corner dots, not on my Twitter. And Twitter's blue. I don't have the dot. I don't have the blue dot. Yeah, I don't get a notification for it. I actually have to go in there and click into it to see if there's anything unread. Like every week now, I just go in there. I'm like, did I miss anything? To put stuff away. It's already 6 p.m. Did I even do anything? No. Everything I need is in the stores and they're all closed because it took way too long. Man. Goodbye, White Wolf. At least Twitter gives me the delusion that I keep up with DMs. That was me too. I was like, I'm doing so good. For some reason, I'm not getting any direct messages at all. Nothing. I'm like, this is kind of nice. I mean, it's also nice that people are talking to me, but it's also nice the fact that, like, I'm no longer bombarded with, like, messages and stuff. Joke's on me. That's not the case. Don't bombard my DMs. No. I will not respond. Oh. Packaging? Oh, what happened? Wait, I can do that? How did I do that? Did you guys just see that? Did you guys see that? If you blinked and you missed it, essentially what happened, I was trying to access this chest here. I clicked on it, and it just, like, slid. It slid through the packaging station. What's going on? I didn't know objects could do that. Fly through walls. Fly through objects. Whatever, I'll just keep it there. I don't need it anyway. Okay. You can't pass through objects? You're telling me that you can? Can you? That's a superpower. What does a fruit shop do? It's actually my slime hutch. But I only have one slime in there, so they're not breeding. A single slime. It's his jail cell. Wow, that's a lot. Anyways, I'm just gonna end things here. because I'm hungry and tired. Hungry and tired. Maybe you guys will see some collabs in the future. I've been talking to some people. I don't know when soon is. The thing about, I guess, being a streamer, VTuber, creator, I don't like using the word creator, a content creator, is that things are always falling through. So even if I say things are gonna happen, things might not happen. But in case you might be slightly excited about it, I will tell you guys that, in the future, I do want to have a bit more collabs. I just clocked it for Arc-Stream a few minutes ago. It's short and sweet. It's short. It is definitely short. I don't know about the sweet part. But I think it was last year where we talked about it. It was last year. Right now, it's still not a good time. But last year I was talking to Crystal about having more collabs in the future, and I thought it'd be really funny because Crystal's name is Crystal Milk Tea and my name is X-Ark, and if you were to combine them together, you get the Crystal X-Ark. You get Grahatia from Final Fantasy XIV. And I might also collab with another crystal. A lot of crystals. Damn, they're all crystals. Yeah, just a whole lot of crystals. This is like secret knowledge that you guys can only hear since you're in the stream. I'm not gonna post it anywhere else. You're gonna change your name to Crystal? No, you're Cosmosentience. So you're always gonna be Cosmosentience. Unless, I mean, if you want to be part of the crystal crowd, be part of the crystal group. Crystal sentience. I'm collecting all the crystals. That's exactly what's happening. I'm still kind of like a little bit annoyed. I'm a little bit annoyed about like some of the music projects falling through, but not falling through, falling through. But it's okay because life happens. It's just how it is. Maybe this year I will work a little bit harder, and also try to get some rest because I haven't been doing that. Okay. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. Tomorrow is going to be a just chatting. I feel like today was a just chatting. Today felt like a just chatting, except it became kind of controversial. My just chattings are usually not like that. I think my just chattings, how would you describe them? They're more like learning streams. I think we usually learn about stuff during our just chattings and not talk about not rant about life. We do need some goals in Stardew, you're right. Hey, Arkia, lovely voice. Not sure if I said it before already. I think you have. Thank you, Axel. Have you considered preparing topics for chatting? No, I let my ADHD lead the way. Should I? See, okay. Okay, we're gonna take a look here. Because we've had a few like just chatting stream suggestions as well, and I tend to yap about like a certain topic for a very, very long time, and it will not stop yapping about it. I can go on and on for an hour about something sometimes. But because of that, yap sessions can go a little off route if I were to prepare for topics, because I'm going to be like, okay, what do I talk about next? And I think it helps for people who don't exactly know what to talk about during streams, so that if they run out of things to say, they can look at their list and be like, all right, what else is there? What else should we talk about? But for me, I don't think that's really the case. I blame my ADHD. Let's see. I'm just going through the stream suggestions. Yeah, we've got a few like color game. How well can you remember colors? Like short ones like that. I remember seeing a few quizzes on here as well. Gardic, yeah, we're not doing that. I don't know. Right now, all the most recent ones are games. Is there anything you guys want to listen to? Unlimited tangent works. Fate fan? Teach us about your special interests. What am I into? I talk about my special interests all the time. I talk about art. Do I? No, I think art can get a little too technical. I think once things get too technical, people stop listening. Continuation of the tier list stream. True, we can do that. More tier lists. I like robots and I like furries. Yeah. It's like a very recent realization. Because I never really thought about it. But the thing is, I don't find robots and furries like that attractive either. But they are more attractive to me than your regular person. And I think robots have a certain bias to it. Because I'm like, am I just attracted to robots in general? No. I'm only attracted to Billy. Would you smash a Gundam? No. I did look into Optimus Prime BL. And okay, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty hot because you get to pull on wires and shit. But like, would I smash a Gundam? No. I don't know about furries. I don't know. Yeah, the Optimus Prime and Megatron doomed Yowie. That was the one I was looking at. There's like fan art of it. There's like actual not safe for work fan art of robots going at it. It's great. Do you blush while reading it? No, I think I'm too jaded. Do you read Frieren, Yuri? No. I can't really see Yuri in Frieren. I can't see it happening. I didn't read it. I said I was going to, but then I thought about it and I was like, which characters would pair well together, and I couldn't come up with the names. There's only 2 girls in the main cast of Frieren, and they're not a good pairing. They're 100% not a good pairing. It feels really icky. Why would someone smash a Gundam? That's a waste of a mech. Good one, Wilder. I don't know. Yeah, Frieren's also too attached to Himmel for me to feel good reading that. That's true too. The best pairing in Frieren is Himmel and Frieren, and the next is Fern and what's his name again? Stork or something? I forgot. I need to watch season 2. Stark. Stonk. Stark. Yeah, it feels weird. It feels Frieren Yuri feels weird. I can't read it. Stork like a bird. Yeah, stork like a bird. Yeah, I do have to watch season 2. I only watched the first episode when there were no spoilers. I'll stop there. I gotta finish it. I'm still trying to finish my C-drama right now, though. I'm trying to watch Pursuit and Jade. Dub or sub? I like both. I don't know. I like both the dub and the sub. See, okay, for everybody... Okay. Here's the thing. I'm used to watching subbed anime, but I love Frieren's English dub voice. It's just like that. I love Frieren's dub voice. I love it so much. I think even like the Japanese people were praising Frieren's dub voice, being that it feels like it fits her a little bit more because she's a more mature character. She's supposed to be a more mature character. Yeah, the dubbed English voice is it's just so good. And same with like Witch Hat Atelier. When I heard the English dub, I was like, I have to watch this in English dub. And you know how I watched the first episode of Witch Hat Atelier? I kept switching between English and Japanese dub, and I couldn't really. I was like, which one do I go for? I ended up watching the episode twice. Freeman dub voice sounds like a streamer I watch. Really? She just has a really nice voice. I really like it. Yeah, got the mommy vibes. Exactly. Last karaoke, you sang something from a 30-year-old C-drama. Any idea? Did I? I sang Tashua, did I? By JJ Lin. And I sang Tohua by Michael Wong. But I don't know if they're both from C-dramas. And I sang Tian Tian by Millie from Limbus Company. I'm trying to remember all the Chinese songs. I think that was it. Those are the ones. I don't think they were from C-dramas though, but the MVs, Chinese music videos back in the day were like very drama heavy. They're all like story based. Freerun dub voice at the top of ASMR category if she streamed. Really? I mean, I guess it would be. I'm just trying to imagine it now, and I sort of can. She does have a very good voice. Isn't it strange with that music? Here we go. Alright, so maybe tomorrow would be tier lists. But tier lists are also kind of boring. I don't know. But I always just do regular just chattings. Is there anything like more exciting? Let's see. I'm just gonna search up on Google. What are the best ones? GeoGuessr. Ugh. Trivia. Cook some food. Host a talk show. Make some art. Browse the internet. Watch videos. I'm gonna turn into a React streamer. I don't know if I'm down for that. Scrandle again. Yeah, locked in so much you didn't notice it. I just like biscuits. Is it because there's too many carbs in there? Hello, welcome in. Do you know Sunshine Rainbow White Pony song? I may know it just because my cousin was a brony. I probably heard of it, but I don't know if I can sing it. I probably heard it one time. If he was blasting it in his house, then yes, I would have heard it. Have you tried Dialed? Dialed. Is it Dialed GG? Dialed? Oh. Dialed the color memory game. No, but we can do that tomorrow. We can, I don't know, we can come up with random things tomorrow and see what happens. I'll probably ask you guys for ideas midstream as well. And if not, we just yap about things like what we're doing right now. I don't think people will be blasting that song in America. Really? Oh, the My Little Pony song? Maybe not. Post them in the server. Yeah, under your stream suggestions. Jump to present. Sayo no Uta on Thursday. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna leave you guys here. League of Legends and a Just Chatting. That wouldn't be Just Chatting anymore. It would be a League of Legends stream. That is 100% not Just Chatting. That would be me dying. I don't rage. I don't rage in games. The moment I feel a tiny bit of rage coming, I end up quitting. This is why I don't play League of Legends. It's bad on my mental. Community ARAM. I think I might get mad. I'm gonna get mad, and then I'm gonna stop the stream. There's actually nobody. There's nobody streaming today. No, there's a lot of people streaming today. I just don't want to raid into them because they're way too big, and I get scared. Okay, yeah. Yeah, what if just... You know what? I'm gonna raid to Rem. It's Tomboy Tuesdays. Okay, we're gonna raid to Rem. It's Femboy Tuesdays. I was just looking at Ram's stream title, and hers is It's Tomboy Tuesdays. But no, we're gonna... He's playing Ultra Kill. I miss writing into Liar. Is she busy? She's probably busy. Somebody say Tomboy? Nope, it's too late. We're going to Rem right now. Okay, enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your... There's a network error, but whatever. Enjoy your Tuesdays. I will be back tomorrow and every single day at the exact same time. Liar died? No, she didn't. She's still talking to me on Twitter. Okay, bye.